The first part of applying permaculture design to a particular farm site is understanding all the particular characteristics of that farm site and doing a farm site analysis. And within this analysis we look at the macro to the micro scale of all the different factors that can affect your farm production. At the macro scale it's trying to understand the particular context of where you are. So what is the latitude and the longitude? What distance are you from the ocean? What altitude are you? What is the rainfall? What are the predominant types of climatic patterns for your region? What is your soil type? And what is the topography of the region? And all of these particular aspects help create an understanding of the particular aspects for that site and how they're going to affect your production. And the importance of this is then you can apply that to your selection of different species, both plant and animal, that will produce the best within your particular context. And once you've got that short list, you can then refine that by the selection of species that are most applicable to your local market and which you can sell the best, and also what species are going to suit the particular characteristics of the farm and have a beneficial function upon that farm, and also can be integrated in with other types of production systems most beneficially. So within that context, what you're trying to do initially is really create a list of all the different aspects of your site, and then from that create a short list of plant and animal species that are going to be the best suited for that site. Traditionally what you do for that first site analysis is first locate your region, so what is the latitude and the longitude, and then is it an island? So in New Zealand we're an island, so where the climatic effect is an ocean one where there's quite fast moving weather fronts moving across that. But if you're more continental, then there can be the impact of larger bodies of land, and there's slower moving weather patterns, and weather patterns can be blocked by mountain ranges, and it can affect the local climate within a particular region. So understanding your particular location, not only as far as latitude goes, but also in relevance to what surrounds that location, is the best first point. And then as far as topography goes, understanding how the predominant weather interacts with your topography, and that may help to block wind or funnel wind. It may result in higher levels of rainfall or lower levels of rainfall, and also the rain that does fall on that land will be funneled and channeled by your particular topography, and you can work with that to either drain away excess water that will impact negatively your production, or you can capture and store water if water is a shortage on your particular site, and you can use those storages of water to help irrigate and support your production on your site, and also soak into your soil and make it more biologically active. Another important factor is understanding the soil of your site. So each soil has innate characteristics. So if it's a sandy soil, for example, it's going to be very free draining and warm up quickly in spring. And if it's also going to be quite nutrient poor. But if you have a clay type soil, it doesn't drain water very well, it warms up more slowly, but it holds onto more nutrients because of the cation exchange capacity of the clay particles. So understanding the particular mineral component of your soil will help inform you as to what kinds of plants and animals will perform best within that context, and also the best management strategies that you can apply to increase the fertility of that soil. So the first part, understanding the site characteristics of your property, is creating a checklist to outline which is a site analysis which outlines all the characteristics of your property. And then once you've got those characteristics, you can then do research within your local community to see what kind of plants and animals will produce well in that context, or globally you can look at similar climatic types to that you have in your site, and you can see what types of plants and animals will produce well in those different those analogous climatic types, and you can use those plants and animals as your short list of what will produce well in your site. And then as you go further into your design of your site, as far as producing concept sketches and seeing which plants and animals will work the best together and also have the most beneficial impact on your property, you can shortlist your initial list of plants and animals to further refine and come up with your final design and your final selection of plants and animals that will perform the best on your particular site.